Guys got to do something around here, right?
There you go.
Thing number three, Gary, we're going to China. China's government recently provided stimulus. We saw leading equity indexes surge. Then they declined to provide additional stimulus, and as you would guess, markets fell. You're saying it's a good warning for Congress and the Fed here in the States. Thing number three, Gary, we're talking Hang Seng, the Hang Seng whiplash, the roller coaster ride of stimulus fueled markets. Is this I'm pretty sure this is a troll episode on me with these crazy titles.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come clean on that. Intern Alex wrote that title. I think we need a marketing person, getting eyes on the
Or
back of.
I need speech lessons or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, language.
yeah, we're making it difficult.
Uh,
Anyway, look, Rob, you set it up beautifully. So, let's cut to the end of it. The Chinese government a couple weeks ago added a lot of stimulus and the market rose 20%. And we said, hey, great. By the way, we own Las Vegas Sands. Las Vegas Sands went up, roughly 25%, maybe just a little bit less than that over, a couple of weeks on this extra stimulus. People got excited. And then what happened was, the market was expecting more or more clarity, and the Chinese government didn't provide more stimulus, and prices came right back down. And this is the key issue, Rob. When you have a market and an economy that depends on government involvement, you're going to get bad outcomes. And before anybody gets upset about me picking on the Chinese, I'm going to be the first person to say it. We're doing the same thing here. Congress is spending too much. They're controlling too much of the economy. We have a Federal Reserve that's setting the price of interest, which is really the price of risk and time. This is the most important metric in finance, and it's being set by a collection of unelected bureaucrats who have never run a business. That's our Federal Reserve. Sorry, Fed fans, but this is an institution that really just should be shut down. The market can set the rate of interest. The market can set the price of risk and time. But the more the government controls the economy and the market, the worse outcome you get. That's been true in China. We're seeing that here as well. Our solution, we can't influence the Chinese government. Our solution here is return to a free market and end the Fed. The probability of that happening is zero. So again, prepare for more inflation, prepare for ridiculous outcomes. Remember, you can make money in what people consider to be a bad market. There are ways to change your exposure. Just because it's a bad market or a dumb market or the government is doing unwise things doesn't mean you can't make money in it. So we're positioned for that.
Gary, outside of ending the Fed, as I know you're a proponent of, like, what are things that just the average layman could be looking at that would help to solve these problems, knowing that the Fed is still going to persist?
Uh, so when you're talking about metrics, you mean the kinds of macro things we look at?
Yeah, or is there any leadership within the Fed, right? How closely they're aligned, their decision making to what's happening in the economy? I mean, what confidence, if any, would there be that gets reinstilled to the Fed over the next 2 years, 4 years, whatever the number may be?
Yeah, so none. The issue is everybody at the Federal Reserve and almost everybody in our government, when it comes to economics, they're all Keynesians or MMT people, modern monetary theory. I'm going to shortcut it for people, but basically what that means is they believe that you can print an unlimited amount of money and that you can create value with that. Well, guess what, Rob? Printing digital dollars does not create value. It's stimulus, but it's stimulus that's leading to inflation that is crushing people. And I will remind everybody that what they do is they always tell us we're doing this to help the little guy. We're going to spend money and, help people who, don't have a lot of money. But inflation is a horrible, horrible tax on the poor. It's actually wealthy people who can buy assets and leverage themselves up and have very high credit ratings. Um, they're the ones who will benefit from inflation. They're the ones who benefit from all the currency printing. If you're a poor person, inflation will crush you. It is horrible. It's designed to do that. So the whole system is really designed to make more people dependent on the government. So, the question you're asking me, Rob, is will an organization voluntarily reduce its own power, its own control, its own ability to have more people dependent on it? Organizations don't do that. And the US government is, maybe the largest organization in the world. It's not going to do that. So, don't expect anything positive. Though, the one thing I would have loved to have seen, I've talked about this before, is a number of years ago, President Trump nominated Judy Shelton to be on the Federal Reserve. And Judy Shelton is a woman who is known for favoring less spending and hard money. She's more in the Austrian school, would love to have a gold-backed dollar, which I would as well. And, Congress refused to confirm her. And that was a mistake. I think there should be room in that room at the Federal Reserve for somebody who's a hard money enthusiast. And the point is, they don't have a variety of opinions there. They all went to the same school of economic mismanagement.